Welcome to the Blizzard Arena.
And the quest for a champion begins today.
The anticipation has been building, and it is finally time. We are live.
Are you ready?
That is a really...
Can you get over the roof there? Oh my.
Oh my, what a play, what a grab!
Another jump here off the high ground. Super goes forward, but gets stuck up. The EMP comes in, and ding, he rains down hell from above.
Here comes Pine. Gets one, gets two. Looking for a bit more, gets another one.
Tuno's down again. That heralds disaster generally for the Fusion, and Carpe wasn't far behind. Prophet, he's killed 4 players now on his own.
From Vancouver, locks him in the sound barrier. Sound
It's a huge
the bomb coming in from John. Oh my God, he does it again.
Flutter now moving onto the Widowmaker, taking the clutch into his own hands. The headshot after headshot after headshot.
Okay, I like this for the Gladiators. They're going to try and circle around. I'm going to call this the merry-go-round because it makes me laugh. Makes me happy, and Sean Paul switches to the Widowmaker at just the right time.
Oh, the Gravy, the block.
What in the Lord's name is that?
I'm the best Tracer in the world.
I mean, you could have told me that you spoke English, honestly.
The fans never thought they'd see this day. It took 43 matches. Feels like a really emotional moment here.
Sorry.
right, so we're gonna start with Johnny Somali, because thank you for that. So we're gonna start this and then we'll continue onwards. So we're gonna react, which I have every video and the channel itself linked in the bottom, and I will continually doing that as we go on.
So we've got a new crime. Now, the crime that I want to talk to you guys about, and we're going to talk about today. First, let's get to the crime. I'm not going to hold you up. Okay, so this is reported, I think, first by my good friend over there, Bang TV, who I just interviewed in Korea. And I'm going to read this off to you. I know it's a little small, but let me read this off to you guys. So in the case of Gyeongsung passenger bus 271, this is a bus where Johnny Somali created an incident. The victim was identified and the bus driver gave a statement. The Gyeongsung passenger bus manager was on the bus at the time and also gave a statement about witnessing obstruction of business. The charges were acknowledged and sent to the prosecution. If there are 4 or 5 of these, you cannot go. And what that means is if these add up, he's fucked. You cannot not go, meaning to jail, right? So if these obstruction of business charges start adding up, it's almost destined that he'll get some jail time. This is big. This is big because it is adding on. It is.
That's even worse than before.
Adding on. He fucked around and he didn't realize when he fucked around on the bus, he didn't realize the manager was on the bus. FAFO. You guys who know FAFO know what I'm talking about. He didn't realize the manager of the company was on the bus. He's got a serious other charge coming his way in the form of obstruction. And once again, the first one, he might get a fine, slap on the wrist. The second one, the third one, the fourth one, this is where it goes. And this is not, a lot of people, other channels, I know Al was talking about this, and other people were talking about Goso versus Gobal, third-party report versus first-party report. This is a first-party report. This is not a third party. This is not some other person. It's not me.
This is straight from the company owner.
Oh, you should go arrest Somali, which, by the way, enough of the third-party reports do add up. This is a first-party report by the company that can say, yeah, we were affected by this because this impacted us. This right here, when the bus driver has to get up and handle you and yell at you, that's obstruction. You are causing a delay. If you guys don't know, in case you guys haven't been to Korea, buses tend to run on time. And if you are in any way delaying the timeliness of a bus, that is huge. That is absolutely big because that same bus is driving back and forth all day. And if you've messed them up by 5 minutes, that messes up the whole schedule for the whole day. So this is a big deal. All right, so let me go back into this. What is he facing? Okay, so what is the consequence here? So the consequence is the same as last time, quote unquote, up to 5 years in prison, in jail. However, once again, you're not going to face that for the first penalty and probably even for the second one. But let's say the first one, the one with the ramen, is a fine. The second one could be 6 months in jail or a year in jail or 2 years in jail. In the aggregate, these things can get added up. And that's where we see the real punishment for Johnny. And mind you, if this is added to the case, it may be very likely the date gets pushed back or there's more delay or there's more time for consolidation. And remember, as much as I want to stream the trial, and I deeply want to stream the trial as much as I can. Now, we can't stream the
So do I.
Actual trial, but I'll be there at the courthouse before and after, either doing a recording or doing live streaming. And at least outside the courthouse, right? As close as I can get legally and do a live stream or recording. But that said, I want to cover it and I want to get it done and I want to start doing it. That's going to be awesome. But I want to do it right. And I don't care if a case takes a year. It needs to be done correctly. And this one needs to be done correctly, slowly over time. And if they need more time to do this, please, by all means, Korean prosecutors, take 2 years, take 3 years, take as long as you want processing Johnny Somali. He's not going anywhere. And he doesn't have, really the resources to adequately fight back. He still doesn't have a quote unquote real lawyer. He has a public defender, but he doesn't have a private attorney, right? So he hasn't actually hired an attorney who's concerned about his case. Public defenders kind of don't give that much of a shit about your case. I mean, they're not gonna do much for it. They've got thousands of cases or hundreds of cases that they're covering. They don't have time for you. So if he thinks his public defender is going to be like some wonder lawyer, that's not going to be it. I'm not saying they're incompetent. They're not incompetent. They're decent. They're okay. But okay isn't amazing and doesn't get you out of the Johnny.
Okay isn't going to help you in terms of Korean law. They have, a 98% conviction rate? Sorry, you're not going to win.
Somali level of trouble. Also, I have been informed that people have been contacting the judge, and I'll probably have more information on that, but apparently there have been people submitting information, and apparently the court has said to those folks that if they want to submit information, even in English, they'll be willing to consider it and take it. So that's actually really good news for those that might have been harmed and might be abroad right now, which is very, very, very good news.
That's good. All right, so, okay. Next one.
Esta temporada, Spectrum Internet.
So, it's looking very slim for him.
All right, so we got this charge here. Now, how does this relate to Japan? Well, let's go over here. So, here's Johnny. Here's a statement that he made very, very recently.
Please do not, Johnny. You want to go to India and China and go back to Japan after also considering they do not like the statues and also don't like you either. And probably by that time, if this continues, Japan might be an isolated country. You might have created to where no foreigners are allowed there at all, which, if that's the case, so be it. If it prevents you from going there, so be it.
And this is Johnny, and no, by the way, Johnny is 100% not Jewish, even though he calls himself that. He is 100% of a Islamic background. I'm not talking about his personal faith. I don't know what he personally believes in his heart of hearts.
Honestly, don't think he believes in anything, personally.
Whatever else, blah, blah, blah.
Again, that's my opinion on it.
But he is of a Muslim Islamic background. His name, Ismail, is of Islamic root, not Jewish root. He is absolutely not Jewish. And him, dancing with a rabbi in Israel doesn't make him Jewish, right? At all whatsoever. But that said, he says right here, I will come back to Japan 2029. I have unfinished business there. So he's already acknowledging, by the way, which is the fact that he is banned from Japan for 5 years. It's a hard ban. And by the way, they have full discretion to deny him at the border for longer than that. So they can say, hey, we're denying you entry if for longer. It's a hard ban for 5 years. But that doesn't mean, and he doesn't understand, they can turn him away. What Johnny doesn't understand is, especially when you make this threat, which I'm sure is going to get forwarded to Japanese police, Japanese immigration officials, I'm sure,
Anyone from Japan might be in his thing, so they see this and then send it to the police, so they ban him for another 5 years. So he has to wait till, 10 years to get back into Japan.
Cancel Johnny S. will cover this, and all the other people who are in the Japan side will cover the Japan side and put out information in Japanese. these type of threats are absolutely 100% something immigration can use against you. Going to visit a country is not a right. And this is something I explain as somebody who helps people with visas. I help people obtain legal visas to come live in Thailand or Korea or Japan, wherever you want to go. You don't have the right to visit even if you get a business visa or an education visa. You have no right to be there unless you're a citizen. And even as a permanent resident, if you get permanent residency, you have more rights than a tourist, but you're not at full rights. Unless you're a citizen, you don't have bulletproof rights to be in a country. So saying he's going to come to Japan in 2029 is no better a promise than when he said, I'm going to be out of Korea by the end of the year. I believe this as much as I believe he's escaping Korea by January 1st, 2025, which is 0. Right.
Also, it's not January 1st anymore. It's the 9th of January, so obviously that is false.
Which is 0. And at this rate, this kid isn't going to make it to 2029 outside of a jail, right? If he keeps doing this, he's going to be, and he's well known everywhere, and that's good that people know Ramzi Khalid Ismail. People can turn him away. Here's another thing. If there's a hotel or anywhere else hosting him, see, this is not America. And I love that this is not America, because over here in God bless Asia, they can turn you away just cause, right? So let's pretend, in a pretend world, that he does come. He could get kicked out of every hostel and hotel where he goes. People can track his movements, call up the owners, inform him of what he's done, and get him kicked out so he's sleeping on the street, right? He can be tracked everywhere he goes, right? Everywhere he goes. So, yeah, this is something that is not going to happen. Okay, so let's get to Ice Poseidon, because if he's watching, here's the part, right? So here's the stream where apparently they got detained. Now, this is not, let's be very clear, this is not arrested. And it's a false statement to say they're charged or arrested. And I've already seen a lot of thumbnails incorrectly saying they're arrested. This is not arrested. They're questioned by police, which is detained temporarily. Detaining means you're not free to leave. You're not free to leave at the time. However, you're not arrested. You're not taken to jail. You're not booked on charges. They're just detaining you for a certain limited temporary period of time. You're not free to leave. You're being questioned, right? Or as the kids call it, pressed, right? So here's them getting pressed on what I believe, according to this stream, this report on Twitter, this was the first day that Ice Poseidon was in Japan. I don't know if that's true or not. Once again, I'm not following Ice Poseidon step by step here. I got a lot of shit to do, a lot of shit to cover. But apparently this is the first day. So let's show this over here over on X. We got a little clip. I think it's 3 minutes and 43 seconds. We'll watch it all the way through.
You guys didn't go inside or like a terrace crossing anywhere, right?
No, we went to 7-Eleven, walked around, and we talked to a random guy, and then came to the pig cafe.
Oh, okay. I will tell you. Could you get me police officer?
Yeah, he's holding the phone. Speak to him.
Hi. Peter, stream is really quick. I think it's probably for the best.
Mute the stream?
I mean, it's probably for the best right now.
Day one, huh? Day one.
I wish the taxi driver would just drive.
Yeah, I don't think bro wants to drive.
This situation is very annoying.
He's literally not driving. He's got the map open, he's just not driving. Why don't we just walk off?
Because
I'll explain this.
Keep following us.
What the fuck even happened? We were just playing with pigs.
They're telling the taxi driver not to leave, so maybe get out the taxi and walk off, and then see if the police start following you.
I mean, they will. They've been doing it the whole time.
Come on a sec.
Yeah, like, I don't know, but
Going
the
to
thing
a
is,
hotel.
like, the police won't give an answer. They're just gonna keep wasting this out there. You gotta get out of there. They're not gonna let the police. Yeah.
I am very
You take us?
confused.
まだ時間かかりますよね。今連絡取ってるんで。
I feel uncomfortable with so many
So much
people.
Japanese. Can you listen and translate? Someone.
What do you want? I'm confused. I don't know. The taxi, he's not moving. What? Don't know.
He's talking about the building that we built.
Homeless.
Okay. Building.
Oh.
Okay.
I was looking for haircuts. Barber.
Barber, no barber.
Yeah, I'm here. What?
They're taking you to the police station and they're claiming they have.
They're taking me to the police station.
That's what they said. They said they're gonna take you guys to the police station. We said you don't have to tell me.
Like, so I'm detained.
これで来ないってなっちゃって話違っちゃう。
I guess technically you are there. I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna stop. Okay, I thought I was gonna say it all the way through, but I want to.
This is the cause of what you do when you mess around in another country that is being generous and letting you in their country. And now you have people that go there also doing similar thing, but obviously not for heinous reasons, and they can't enjoy it because of you. So thank you, Johnny.
I'm gonna pause here. I actually want to say that is correct. So that is actually a correct legal assessment there of detaining, right? So you're not free to leave, right? Detaining means at the moment you're not free to leave. So yes, that is the definition of being detained when the police are surrounding you, following you, and not letting you leave. That's textbook detention, right? Is when you're stopped.
it doesn't stop us continuing to walk, but like it does.
I mean, so I have to go to the police station?
They're taking me to a police station too, but I'm not going to fucking police station by myself. We're going together. Yeah, together. No. Yeah. What do you mean, no? Well, they're trying to take me separate, bro. What the f?
3人乗れないので別々で署に行きましょう。
No.
Yeah, they're trying to split us up.
They're trying to split us up. Where the f is Murat going? This dumb this guy's
Murat's not good.
I think Murat gave them the bot. They were watching the bot on Murat's phone.
Oh, no, Chen's greatness.
Yeah, Murat's not good.
Dude, they were watching the bot on Murat's phone.
Yeah, I know.
3 people can't get in, so let's go separately
Okay,
together.
I go with him.
Oh, no, Chen's greatness.
I'll go with you.
Okay, so that's the first clip. There's another clip involving different streamers, but that's the one involving ICE, right? So that clearly is them being detained and being questioned by police. Now, the thing about that is that you think a lot of people when you go abroad, you think that the rules are going to work like how they work in the United States. They really don't. And a lot of that talk you had there, like, oh, they're trying to split us up. Yeah, and if they wanted to, they can do it, and you can't do shit about it because the rules don't work like they work in the United States. And in terms
legally, they are allowed to split you up. I mean, that's just how it works. So, yeah, again, it's just different country, different rules. That's just how it works.
In terms of questioning or being able to split you apart, if they really wanted to do that, they absolutely could do that without a question. And certainly, the other thing, as found out in the case of Greg Kelly, if you look up that case in Japan, who was one of the executives from Nissan, right, underneath Carl Ghosn, who actually got himself smuggled out of Japan in like a music box. He got smuggled out and brought to Lebanon, and he paid in crypto, I believe, like to escape Japan. They actually tricked the Japanese police, tricked Greg Kelly, another executive at Nissan, to come back to Japan, immediately arrested him under the pretense of a business meeting. Come back, they arrested him, and they can hold you without even pressing charges for a very long time. They can hold you for an extremely long time. So it's very interesting, right, to see that, right, and to see them do that, and they could have done worse. And so this 100%, watching that video, without a doubt, has to do with Johnny, and also probably has to do with ICE in general in his past, personally, but 100% that has to do with Johnny. There's no...
Yeah, that's a Johnny effect that everyone else is suffering because he decided to mess around in Japan and get banned for 5 years, and now that everyone else comes for either no ill intent and just because they have the phone or IRL streamer, they're going to be questioned now. It's the world you created, Johnny. This is your fault, and now everyone has to suffer the consequences.
No doubt in my mind that this day one, they're coming after you, they're listening to your stuff, they're paying attention to it. It's his own it's his own personality for sure, and his own reputation for sure, but also 100% Johnny, because they have a perceived weakness, and that's been called.
Again, I don't know ICE or whatever his personality or his past known is just. So I don't know. So that's 100% Johnny.
Out regarding nuisance streamers, so they've got to take these things seriously, and they're going to press pretty much every single major streamer who comes through. Now, are they going to be able to get everybody? No, that'd be hilarious. They don't have enough police to get every single streamer, but they have.
That'd be ridiculous. There's no way they can get everybody, but they're going to get the major big ones. Like, if I went there and streamed, I don't think they'd get me because I'm not anybody, really.
Enough to get the big guys, right? They have enough to get the big streamers, the people that are bringing in significant money, significant revenue, having significant viewership, the people that are known, right? That is very, very, very much possible. So anyways, here is the Joel and Hyub-sama encounter with police. Let's watch this.
And then someone called and someone said, "What they say? Something is going on here." Something is going on? Yeah, it's nothing special. Just a troll. 大丈夫です。僕がここで住んでる住人で、彼らは旅行してます。韓国から旅行で。今はこうキックっていうサイトで生配信をしてるんですけど、多分視聴者が誰か見てて通報したのかな。何の配信してたんですか？ただご飯食べてました。僕と彼は。で彼はなんかゲームしてたのかな。はい。ちょっと海のこっち来てもらって。はい。You want me to come here? He's asking about the casino gambling stream.
The gambling stream. So okay, they're asking. I want to repeat that because he said it softly. And once again, he's a Korean. He's over there in Japan. But they're asking about a casino stream because gambling. Remember, guys, gambling is illegal in a lot of places.
Gambling is also very, I think, just in general frowned upon, or again, legal in a lot of places. That is true.
Also, fun fact. Here's another fun fact, guys. Did you know this? If you're Korean, you can't gamble anywhere in the world, technically. Technically, if you are Korean, a Korean citizen, you cannot go to Singapore or Macau or Vegas and gamble. Technically, by the letter of the law, you technically can't do that.
Yeah, gambling is forbidden in Korea. So if you're gambling by technicality and as a citizen, you should not be gambling as a Korean.
Now, practically, does it happen? Yes. When I was at the Marina Bay Sands in Singapore, I saw Koreans gambling, right? But it's a problem, and this is what I'm talking about, the reality versus the streaming, or non-streamers versus streamers. If you're doing something and you're not showing it, the police aren't really going to care as much because nobody's seeing it. And
well, yeah, I mean, if it's not online and no one's gonna really care, but if you're streaming it, people are gonna question that.
If it's a crime, you're just doing it online, you're unlikely to get caught. But if you are doing it and streaming it and showing the world you're doing it and profiting off of it, then a lot of people are paying attention. And particularly if you're making money, the tax authorities start paying attention to it at a certain point, right? So this is where you get in deep shit when you start streaming this stuff.
彼のニュージーランドの友達が彼の
Well, someone maybe say that, guys. No, it's okay, guys. I didn't play. Helly played.
配信でその配信をつけてディスコードでつながってディスコード彼がギャンブルをしてたわけじゃなくて
I heard Discord.
ニュージーランドでギャンブルをしてるのを配信で映して見てた。
Is that Muller's mouse? Or his keyboard?
So stressed. Swimmer Nick, please. Please let them stop.
All right.
All right.
Let's see here. All right. So apparently they were pushed by police. Now, some sources, let me pull up a source here. This is from the Kick Streaming News, says that this is actually, they were fined. Now, people are saying this is fake news or not correct. I don't know whether or not they're fined. I haven't seen like the police report. All I saw was this update. So based on this alone, right, this would be one source, let's say. So I don't know whether this is verified or not, whether it's true or not. But we certainly see the police are asking them about it, or, as the kids say, pressing them about it, right? Now, that is, once again, the Somali effect. This is all the Somali effect, right? Regardless, even if it's just them being pushed on it, even if it's just them being questioned on it, it's certainly because streamers are being watched now. Their streams are being watched. People are reporting them. And yes, people always reported these streamers, but they're doing it at record levels, and the police are starting to pay attention. Before, they were ignoring them. They're like, what are we going to do about shit online? We don't care. They were completely ignoring them. Now the police are taking the phone calls, and they're like, oh, yeah, like, oh, crap. We got to actually respond. It's the Ramzi Khalid Ismail effect.
Yeah, so everyone's getting affected because he decided to be stupid. Okay, now we're gonna watch this just for a little bit. Actually, I'm just gonna link that. Okay, so okay, actually, give me a second. We're gonna watch. I sent this. Someone basically pinged me on to watch it. What's this? That's that. What is it? I think we're gonna, Okay, give me that's the wrong one. Oh, it's this. Okay, I got it. Okay. Edit. Okay, yeah, we're going to Is it mushroom? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's... Okay, now we're gonna react to it. Okay.
你好，我的朋友们. That's Mandarin for hello, my friends. Today, I want to share a news story from a few years ago that I rewatched recently, and I think it's still quite funny. Okay, here we go. On June 17th, Xi'an TV's Xi'an Up Close program broadcasted a piece of local news. At first, the anchor person claimed that an old Xi'an farmer was digging a well in his hometown, and when the well reached close to 100 meters in depth, a strange plant was uncovered and dug out. The correspondent on camera said the villagers told her they had dug out a fleshy plant-like object, and the nearly 80-year-old elderly man also said he had never seen such a strange thing. The villagers interviewed said they too didn't know what it is, that this fleshy thing even had a nose and an eye.
Interesting.
Weird. For those of you who might not know, Xi'an is located right here. For a point of reference, I live here in good old Guangzhou.
Guangzhou charge.
Okay, here's a bit of the TV broadcast to set things up.
今天我们的记者接到了六村堡村民打来的热线电话，说他们在打井打到地下近100米的时候，挖到了一个奇怪的植物。
现在呢，我们就来到了位于六村堡的东鹤村，在我身后啊，这里是聚集了有很多的村民，他们告诉我们说呢，前天下午他们在村子里面打井的时候呢，是发现了一个摸上去肉乎乎又像植物的东西。那么就连村子上了年纪的80多岁的老大爷也告诉我们说，他们也是从来没有见过类似于这样的东西。那么现在呢，我们就一起去上前看一看，到底这个东西究竟。
Before we press on.
Not interesting.
As you can see here, I'm quite a long ways away from getting monetized on YouTube. If you could find it in your heart to contribute to my pay accounts, I'd be eternally grateful. This will encourage me to continue creating content as well as pay bills and such. 谢谢 everybody. Alrighty, back to the story. When the female reporter saw the object, she described it as something very much like a fungus, with both ends being in the shape of mushroom heads. Then she picked it up, pinched it, prodded it over and over again, saying the top end of the mushroom head was a mouth, and the bottom end had a small hole. She even said it felt very smooth and slippery. Local villagers said they had searched online and discovered that this thing was called Tai Sui, a kind of lingzi mushroom, upon which the reporter immediately gave an introduction and explanation about lingzi mushrooms, before saying she would go find experts to have it identified. Yeah, sorry, my Chinese is still not so good.
Okay, so that's what they look like. It kind of looks like there's things in movies that's kind of like, or games that's kind of like, I mean, that's basically what it is. That they use mushrooms as like things to jump on.
Here's a picture of the mushroom in question. I think you can tell where this story is going, but let's push forward all the same.
Uh-oh. I have a feeling.
Here we go with more of the TV broadcast.
这个东西究竟是什么？
朋友就帮忙这捞蹦子，大约有80米，捞出来一个这肉乎乎的，不知道这啥，有鼻子有眼。
我们现在通过镜头呢，可以看到这个东西啊，长得非常像一个菌类。那这个两边呢，都是有这个蘑菇头的形状，上面呢是有一个，我们可以看到。
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
可以看到像嘴巴的东西，而下。下方呢，则是一个小孔，是直接通透的，摸上去啊是非常的光滑，感觉非常像一个肉类。那我们用尺子呢也大概量了一下，这个东西的身长呢也大概就在19公分左右。
刚才来的比年龄大的有80多岁的，从来都没见过这。上网查了后，这叫太岁嘛。
何先生告诉我们说，他在网上呢是查看了相关的信息，发现太岁这个东西呢，在民间呢是俗称肉灵芝，而我们呢也是在网上呢也是查阅了相关的信息，发现这个肉灵芝呢之前在我国的多个城市呢是已经被发现过，而同时呢这个东西呢比较适合在我们陕西的秦岭山脉成长的，由于它这个生长的环境特殊，一般呢都是深埋在底下，那么很难呢被人们发现的。而同时呢，我们了解到这个肉灵芝呢，在网上呢也是有很多的说法。有人传说啊，秦始皇当时啊要寻找这个长生不老的药，发现这个肉灵芝呢就是这个药材的其中之一。还有人说啊，李时珍在《本草纲目》记载药类当中啊，这个肉灵芝呢也是其中的之一。贺先生表示呢，今天是周末，他先暂时的将这个摸上去肉乎乎又像植物的东西啊搁置到家里，明天呢会和我们的记者一起去寻找这个植物学家，来对这个东西呢做出一个科学的鉴定。那么也希望大家能够在明天的同一时间继续收看我们的西安零距离。零距离记者端清燕凤。
I couldn't find any follow-up reports, so
Chinese report.
I don't know if the villagers ever learned what it actually is, if they cooked it up for dinner, no idea.
The
program team apologizes that the reporter is too young to understand worldly affairs.
Oh my goodness, too young. Ooh. Bless her heart.
For this, Xi'an TV's Xi'an Up Close program team made an apology to all netizens on their official Weibo microblog, claiming that the female reporter was too young and was ignorant of worldly affairs. So they were very sorry for any discomfort and misguidance they caused for viewers, and hoped that people could forgive them this time for their oversight. Xi'an Up Close wrote an open letter to all netizens and viewers. Dear folks, last night a segment of our news was widely laughed at and ridiculed. I wonder why.
I wonder why. Jean?
This incident has gotten wide attention, been widely forwarded and commented on. Owing to our reporter being still very young, not yet versed in the ways of the world, she brought audiences discomfort and misguidance in this piece of news. Here we sincerely thank all netizens for their criticisms and corrections of our program. Folks, please forgive us for this instance of carelessness.
Also for reference, netizens, especially Chinese netizens, are ruthless.
Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you found this story interesting and funny at the same time. I'll be posting more content in the future, mostly about what I've discovered throughout my time here. Believe it or not, it's been almost 20 years. Well, until next time, 再见.
Alrighty. So thanks for that one. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Okay, so now we're going to go over to the Chinese actress video I was gonna make, I was going to react to. So here we go, then we'll get to Assassin's Creed, and then... No, you know what? Actually, forget that. We're gonna do MADEIn first. Okay, as you can... Last time I talked about MADEIn, obviously, was last week, and about the essaying, the bruises, blocking over criticism. This video came out because yesterday was Mia's birthday, and comments are off. And if you, and the internet rule is, if you turn the comments off or block people, you're basically admitting what everything they've said has been right. So they've kind of confirmed that everything we have been criticizing MADEIN and 143 Entertainment for has been correct, with this one thing of turning the comments off. And I mean, the like to dislike isn't that bad, but 83 is still pretty bad for a... Yeah, I mean, let's see if I think I have it somewhere. Okay, so oh, it was prior to okay. Oh. Okay, here. Okay. On this day, a reminder that Gayen is yet to receive justice. The man who allegedly essayed her remains in power. The rest of MADEIN are unable to leave 143 Entertainment and face potential unsafe conditions. If you don't know MADEIN, please take a second and send an email in aid boycott. And unlike other boycotts, this is one I actually support because it's actually, you know, for a legit reason and not some BS reason. It's for a bunch of people's safety, and someone actually is a victim of, unlike the others where it's just whatever. Okay. I mean, that's all the news we have, is that comments turned off, and they have blocked everyone who has spoken out against their company. Okay, now we're going to actually go over this one now. Project case of Zhao Lucy. Okay.
Recently, fans of Chinese actress Zhao Lucy became worried about her health after she was spotted in a wheelchair, but the shocking revelations that came afterward showed that the issues are much worse than anyone thought. Lucy, also known as Rosie Zhao, was born in 1998 in Chengdu, China, and made her acting debut in 2017. She soon started gaining the attention of the public with a series of notable roles in popular Chinese dramas such as Untouchable Lovers, Oh My Emperor and I Hear You. In 2019, she landed a leading role in the movie Autumn Fairy Tale, based on the 2000 K-drama Autumn Tale, which made her a known name among K-drama fans. Meanwhile, her popularity in China increased even more after her appearances as the female lead in the Chinese series Love of Thousand Years, The Romance of Tiger and Rose, and The Long Ballad. Thanks to this series of huge successes, by 2021, she was already one of the most popular Chinese actresses, and she got a ton of awards, including the Asian Star Awards at the 2021 Seoul International Drama Awards. Since 2022, she has also appeared in leading roles in several other popular Chinese dramas, with the most notable being Who Rules the World, Love Like the Galaxy, and Hidden Love, all of which were hugely successful. While her acting career was blooming, Lucy also showed her abilities as a singer, releasing a few singles and singing several OST songs. Lucy's most recent project has been the Chinese drama The Story of Pearl Girl, which aired in November 2024, but in December, she suddenly halted all her activities while she was filming her upcoming drama, Almost Lover, citing health issues as the reason. Fans were immediately worried, but no one knew how bad her condition was until she was spotted in a wheelchair on December 27th, with the photos quickly going viral on Chinese social media platforms and then all over the world. Soon, rumors about her health condition started getting significant public attention, and numerous reports by fans attempted to reconstruct the timeline of what happened over the previous weeks, leading to a tragic discovery. Lucy's fan sites were the first to notice that there was something wrong and that she was going to the hospital, so many of them asked her agency for an explanation. However, her company just ignored everyone, leaving fans.
Of course they would. I mean, to be fair, if fans just start asking you questions, it's a tough one because I'm not sure if you want the answer or not because it's your agency, so you want her privacy, but also they're worried. So it's a 50-50 thing.
In the dark with no answers, so they put the pieces together and found things out on their own. According to Lucy's fan sites, on December 14th, she was filming while sick, and by the afternoon, she couldn't even walk. As her health quickly deteriorated, she was put in a wheelchair and had to breathe through an oxygen tube, and she was rushed to the hospital. However, as soon as she got the treatment, her agency forced her to go back to the filming site to discuss the script, which had...
Why would you force someone after literally in a hospital? That's not looking too good on the agency there, buddy.
Been almost entirely changed. She was then left waiting for hours for a car to come and pick her up. Despite her worrying health condition, Lucy kept working for days with no breaks until she collapsed on the set and had to be hospitalized again on December 18th. By this point, she couldn't walk or even speak. This was when the first reports about her health...
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a heart attack or a seizure, but yeah, she did end up not being able to walk or speak after.
Health started to come out, indicating that she had fainted due to overwork and was possibly suffering from depression and aphasia, a communication disorder. Lucy's team confirmed her health crisis, stating that she was receiving medical care and would pause all work-related activities to prioritize recovery. However, her company was still selling tickets for a fan sign that was supposed to happen on January 5th, despite the fact that Lucy was in the hospital. Allegedly, on December 22nd, Lucy sent a desperate message to a friend begging her to save her, but several days passed with her still in the hospital and no updates at all. On December 27th, the aforementioned pictures of Lucy appearing extremely weak and in a wheelchair quickly went viral, and this forced her agency to release a statement on her health condition. However, the statement was very vague.
Also, watching those clips and videos of her vulnerable in a wheelchair, not being able to speak or walk, it was hard to watch.
And didn't provide any explanation of what was really happening. Also, they didn't reveal that she had been sick for days before stopping her activities, which was understandably seen as suspicious. Now that Lucy's health condition has become the most talked about issue on Chinese social media platforms, her fan sites began to report on what they saw on the set, revealing the real timeline of events, while some bloggers instead argued that Lucy was faking her condition. A friend of Lucy explained that her condition was terrible and implied that she had risked her life before, adding that someone needed to take responsibility for what was happening. This friend also confirmed that Lucy had symptoms of aphasia and was slowly recovering her ability to walk and speak. While speculation about the real reason behind the health crisis ran rampant online, on December 31st, another friend of Lucy, named Song Nan-shi, revealed the truth with a bombshell post on Weibo. Nan-shi explained that she decided to reveal the truth after visiting Lucy at the hospital and that the post was made with her permission. She alleged that in April 2019, during a break in her schedule, Lucy stayed at her house in Beijing while auditioning for some roles. One night, Nan-shi claimed she returned home and found Lucy curled up in the living room in the dark. When asked what was wrong, Lucy explained that one of her managers dragged her to the bathroom and berated her for 2 hours. Allegedly, she was criticized for her weight, was described as useless, and was insulted for not being able to land a leading role. Lucy remained silent throughout the incident, and the person who insulted her finally left after 2 hours, slamming the door of the bathroom. When Lucy tried to leave, she met this person again and things got even worse. The manager chased after her and tried to grab her, and then she was slapped. Continuing her post, She explained that at least 5 other people were present when the incident took place. They tried to restrain the raging manager, but no one really did anything to help Lucy. She apparently contemplated taking legal action against the manager, but she ultimately decided not to because she didn't have any evidence, and she feared consequences for herself and her family since she was still under contract with that company. The next day, Lucy was summoned by her agency, and the person who attacked her just told her that they were drunk, brushing aside the matter with no real apology.
I mean, even if you're drunk, that's not really a good excuse, is it?
Later, Lucy found out that her boss called her mom after the incident, claiming that she was disobedient. According to Nanshi, it seemed like Lucy was then able to overcome this incident and even talked about it many times. However, the actress later said that she was still waking up in terror from nightmares about this incident, meaning that the issue was far from resolved. Over the following years, Lucy kept all of her emotions and issues to herself and endured an incredible amount of pressure without revealing to anyone how much she was really struggling with her mental and physical health. Even Nanshi had no idea of how bad her friend's condition was until she learned that she had been hospitalized. At the end of her post, Nanshi asked people online to refrain from ridiculing Lucy's health condition, explaining that this was making things worse for her. On January 1st, Lucy finally broke her silence and explained everything about her condition with a lengthy social media post. Confirming Nanshi's claims, Lucy revealed that she has suffered from depression since 2019, but she was always told that it wasn't a big deal and she was being overly dramatic and sensitive, so she
It's never a big deal. I mean, it's never not a big deal. It might seem small, but it's a big deal in general.
disregarded her mental health for years. By 2021, things got much worse, and Lucy began feeling sensations like insects crawling on her body and needles pricking her skin, accompanied by allergies. She took medication, but the situation didn't improve, and she started treatment under a psychologist. In 2023, her condition worsened as she suffered from a series of health problems, including pneumonia, skin rashes, night sweats, and sudden deafness due to neurological issues. At the same time, she had to deal with the passing of relatives and the news of other loved ones being diagnosed with serious illnesses. As the weight of these events overwhelmed her, Lucy kept disregarding her own health, which made her condition even more concerning. In 2024, her allergies worsened, and she often experienced dizziness and joint pain, but she kept working anyway. This would be already enough to justify her health condition, but Lucy then revealed even more worrying issues that no one ever knew. She confessed that when she was a kid, she was often insulted and described as useless, and throughout her school years, she was often hit and harassed. However, she always put the blame for all these incidents on herself, and she became accustomed to handling any issue alone without seeking anyone's help. She then addressed the incident from 2019, as described in Nanshi's post. Lucy explained that she was hit after failing an audition and initially blamed herself for the incident. After gaining more recognition for her acting, she finally got the courage to leave the company that harassed her, but they demanded a large contract termination fee. Also, when she asked to terminate her contract, her boss responded by crying and threatening self-harm, and then spreading false rumors about Lucy both inside and outside the entertainment industry. Because of this, many people reached out to her to ask for explanations about these rumors, and every incident only deepened her pain. She added that she never talked about all these issues because she feared it would be labeled as a publicity stunt, but now she hopes that her condition can help raise awareness. Lucy ended her post by reiterating that depression is a serious illness that needs to be treated, and then thanked her fans for their support. In a follow-up post, Lucy revealed more about her health, showing that she was diagnosed with dissociative disorder with anxiety condition, and she was also suffering from malnutrition. She revealed that at one point her weight had dropped to 36.7 kilograms.
Oh, that is not good at all.
But with her parents' help, she was able to increase her weight to 41 kilograms. She reassured fans that her health was
That's better.
slowly improving, showing that she was eating and walking on her own. After all these revelations, Lucy's former boss released a statement denying all the allegations.
Of course he would, because he doesn't want to get in trouble. So he's gonna lie about them?
arguing that they always had a good relationship with her. Meanwhile, the manager, who netizens suspect to be the one who attacked Lucy in 2019, also refuted the rumors. Many fans
Of course he did.
also accused her current company of not caring about her health, and some argued that if the photo of Lucy in a wheelchair hadn't leaked, they would still have covered up all the issues. At the same time, several actors and industry insiders who worked with Lucy came to her support, offering love and strength to her. Fans and friends of Lucy now hope that she can recover from all of her health issues and that the people responsible for harassing her can be brought to justice.
Man, that hurt to listen to. But that's really messed up. But alright, we're going to move over to this. So, Assassin's Creed Shadows, or as I dub it, Assassin's Creed Johnny Somali, is delayed till the 20th of March. And the ironic thing about this is also when Johnny Somali has his court date. So, the game releases at the same time as Johnny Somali's court date happens. That is a little funny. But we're going to watch a video on getting delayed. So this is the first time I've reacted to, or talked about Assassin's Creed or any gaming in general, because I talk about Asian news, especially Korea and sometimes Japan and China. So this is going to be probably a one-time thing of me reacting to anything gaming. And also, according to Ubisoft, if this game does not do well, the studio might close down. So this game's going to fail regardless. It's going to do well, but not enough for it to help the studio. So Ubisoft is going to be Ubi dead if they actually release it in March. Kongman for the win. Okay, wait, where am I? Okay, there we go. Let's go back for a second. That's brutal. nobody cares because, again, you had a game set in feudal Japan. You chose the main character to not be Japanese. And whatever people want to say, oh, he's actually... No. He's historically not accurate. The person who made that actually lied about half the stuff he wrote. So he's an actual grifter. And also, he was not there in Japan long enough for him to be a main character in a video game. He was there for, what, 18 months or something? Not enough. Oh, okay, give me 1 second. I messed up. Whoops. Okay, we're gonna go back and watch this.
DEI propaganda video game Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed once again because, of course, it has. The original release date for this game was November of last year. They delayed that to February of 2025, and now it's being pushed to March. And they're claiming that it's allowing them to get all of the positive feedback from the Assassin's Creed community. Okay, yeah, we believe that. Assassin's Creed Shadows release date delayed again as Ubisoft prepares for potential sale. This is over from Variety. And it says, shifting from the February 14th to March 20th, the delay will allow the team to better incorporate the player feedback gathered over the past 3 months and help create the best conditions for launch by continuing to engage closely with the increasingly positive Assassin's Creed community. Oh, really? I mean, let's go over to Twitter, and this is your announcement right here. At the time of me recording this, it has 1.4 million views. It has 20,000 likes. It has 2,700 comments. What are some of those comments? I don't know. Well, there's mine, but who cares what I say, right? 0% interest. Cogman says, again, just cancel it. No one wants to play as a black dude killing Asians in feudal Japan. We see that enough in San Francisco.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Oh my goodness.
That's brutal.
Madam Savvy, a team of 3,000, is trying to impress gamers with jumping animations. Let me impress you with my closed wallet technique. You got Smash JT. This is not a game. It's DEI propaganda. Nina says, no one is eager to play this. John Trent, just cancel it and take the write-off. Pirate Nation, just cancel it. There's Kada. No one is looking forward to this game, all right? Generally speaking, I'm not saying that it won't sell well by the standard of other franchises, but for the standard of Assassin's Creed, the franchise, no, this game, I don't expect this game to sell well at all.
Yeah, I think maybe Assassin's Creed will sell well because the name recognition, but it's not going to do well. Yeah, Ubisoft misarmed to honor true Japanese does not contain with money. Yeah, you could have done this. Honestly, the promo for the game itself, like 4 years ago, was better than this.
All. Ubisoft missed the opportunity to honor true Japanese. The Assassin's Creed Shadows game will be the bankruptcy of Ubisoft. So, I mean, yeah, they had such a great opportunity here, and they have completely ruined it with...
Yeah, Hattori Hanzo. Figure in Japanese. His serve as both a samurai and a ninja during the Sengoku period.
Identity politics. And that's what you're getting right now. And again, are there some comments here that people are saying they're looking forward to it? Sure, of course. But generally speaking, most people are not as excited for this game as you would think they would be for an Assassin's Creed game. So here we are, and this is just the latest in a nightmare of problems for Ubisoft when it comes to this game and this franchise. You had them getting ratioed like crazy on YouTube. You've had people making videos that are completely ruining their narrative that it's all just a bunch of angry white dudes, a bunch of angry racists. You've had people making videos that have completely destroyed that narrative. And this continues to be a huge problem. Now, I don't think the game is going to get canceled at all. They have put way too much money into this project for them to cancel it. So while I know a lot of people are hoping that they cancel it, there's no way in hell that this game gets canceled. So now we're just going to have to see how this whole thing plays out and how bad it's going to be once the game releases. And so now they're pushing it back to March. Now, to be clear, delaying a video game, I've never considered that to be a bad thing within the world of video games. In fact, I think delaying video games is more of a positive than a negative.
It honestly depends the state of the video game before it gets delayed.
Because we've seen so many video games release over the past decade that are broken. They release these games at full price, and then the game is broken on launch. And it takes forever for them to fix the game. So I'm usually pretty happy when a game is delayed because it gives them more time to fix the game. But they can't fix this game when it's a DEI propaganda shit show from the beginning. You can't fix this with any.
The only way you would fix it is you'd have to completely change the entire story, remove the main character, whatever his name is, Yasuke, yeah, and put a Japanese monk or some Japanese person as the main character instead. So basically, to fix the game, you'd have to completely rewrite the story of the main character. Basically, just completely rewrite it and remove Yasuke and put an actual Japanese in there instead.
Technical fix.
Which, I don't think they can do that in, a month and a half? There's no way.
Or anything like that. The game is broken because it has identity politics at the forefront of it. And as I've talked about many times with identity politics, if that's at the forefront of any of your projects, everything else is going to suffer. We have seen that time and time and time again. And now we're at a point where people are rejecting DEI and wokeness across the board like they've never rejected it. So this is going to be a very interesting time, especially since Ubisoft is in a position where they're collapsing. And it does seem like they're going to sell. They're going to get, picked up by someone who we don't know. What are they going to look like in a year from now? We don't know. This game could speed that process up or slow that process down.
This is a make or break, but even then, it's more like delaying the inevitable than making.
But I think that it's almost inevitable that they are going to be sold at some point in time. So, are you looking forward to Assassin's Creed Shadows?
I was prior to the trailer. Now, no.
Let me know in the comments below. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.
Yeah. All right. Alright, that's all I've got for today. I will see you guys on Monday, and I will talk to you later.
Welcome to the Blizzard Arena.
And the quest for a champion begins today.
The anticipation has been building, and it is finally time. We are live.
Are you
That is a really... Can you get over the roof there? Oh my.
Oh my, what a play, what a grab!
Another jump here off the high ground. Super goes forward, but gets stuck up. The EMP comes in, and ding, he rains down hell from above.
Here comes Pine. Gets one, gets two. Looking for a...
Unfortunately, you did. I mean... Give me 1 second.
Gets another one!
Unfortunately, you did, yeah. I could actually find something else I could talk about real quick. Oh, wait. I remembered. I actually did want to talk about something. Right. Okay, so... Let me check. Oh. Yeah, here we go. Actually, I can talk about... I put esports, so I forgot to talk about that, actually. So, okay. Tomorrow, I might make a video or stream this. So, there's going to be a season opening of LCK. Where it's just one role as a team. So, obviously, top is going to be entire top, jungle, mid, bot / AD carry, and support. Who do I think is going to win? Well, it's going to be mid, probably, because what? Faker, Chovy, Showmaker, obviously. Either that or top, Bishop, Keen, Zeus. If not them, maybe jungle, because Peanut, Owner, and Canyon, the top 3 teams. So, okay. Anyways, I forgot to mention that. And that's on the 15th. Okay. Okay, I got everything, right? Okay. So, now I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Welcome to the Blizzard Arena.
And the quest for a champion begins today.
The anticipation has been building, and it is finally time. We are live.
Are you
Can you get over the roof there? Oh my.
Oh my, what a play, what a grab!
Another jump here on the high ground. Super goes forward, but gets stuck up. The EMP comes in, and ding, he rains down hell from above.
Here comes Pine. Gets one, gets two. Looking for a bit more, gets another one.
Tuno down again. That heralds disaster generally for the Fusion, and Carpe wasn't far behind. Prophet, he's killed 4 players now on his own.
From Vancouver, locks him in the sound barrier. The bomb coming from Johnny. Oh my God, he does it again.
Flutter now moving onto the Widowmaker, taking the clutch into his own hands. The headshot after headshot after headshot.
Okay, I like this for the Gladiators. We're going to try and circle around. I will call this the merry-go-round because it makes me laugh. Makes me happy, and Sean Paul switches to the Widowmaker at just the right time.
Oh, the Gravy!
睡醒的我。
You could have told me that you spoke English, honestly.
The fans never thought they'd see this day. It took 43 matches. Feels like a really emotional moment here.
사랑해.
Alright, I will see you later.